All right, we're back. Ravens are already driving. Perfectly on top of everything. Always. First down to Mark Andrews as I return here. Little dump ski out to Andrews. First and 10 for the Ravens. I formation. Ricard and Henry in the backfield. And handoff to Henry. Short gain. Hey, 2nd and 7 for the Ravens to extend their lead starting at the 45, 2nd and 7. Henry in the backfield, single back, and they go there and tackled for a loss. Great job by the Chargers. Oh, don't get a penalty here. Tart stopped him in the backfield, stands over him with a taunt. What's the best way to erase a great play is by being an idiot after. So kind of keep that in check. Gets up and he's just running his mouth to Henry. Not good. Luckily didn't get flagged. 3-yard loss on the play. 3rd and 10. Jackson in the shotgun. Henry comes to the sideline. Back he goes. And scrambles to his right. Throws deep to the right sideline, complete to Flowers. "25-yard gain for Jackson to Flowers. Easily a catch. This 3 deep safety shell. And there's just so much time for Jackson to scramble that it breaks the zone, allowing Flowers, who broke his route, to scramble. Jackson back and scrambles again. Still looking downfield, floats it to the end zone. Nearly picked off. Bolton, who had a couple bad plays on that second Ravens touchdown drive, nearly picks that ball off. Good job by Fulton on the play. Nearly tracked it down. Tough play, though. Fulton's on the sideline getting a breather. No injury or anything there. Just a quick breath. 4 wide receivers for Jackson. Back he goes. And quarterback draw, and it's covered. Derwin James was right there. As soon as Jackson, it looked like a delayed draw. Jackson went to break the pocket and was tackled immediately. James was there. That is he does not mess around. He absolutely steamrolls Justice Hill. And Jackson back in the gun. Flowers has it and tackled shy of the first down as the field goal unit comes on. Justin Tucker's had a rough season thus far. Six missed field goals so far this season, for one of the most accurate kickers ever. Kick is dead center. 45-yard attempt is good. And the Ravens lead 17-13 with 9:29 to go in the third quarter. We head to commercial break and we're greeted with a Disney Plus ad. So everyone happy about that. Gross. Why do they still keep making Star Wars stuff? Do people still watch this, honestly? I'm curious. I do a movie review podcast. We were talking about Star Wars at one point, some ungodly reason. And I always remember as a kid, like I watched the Star Wars movies as a kid, but I was kind of more interested in like the books, the toys, the comics over the movies. Now the first 3 movies were, 20 years before I was born, but we still watched them and loved them. The second 3 movies, I was a youngster when those came out, and they were okay. Like as a kid, I liked the first one because you imagine yourself, with that pod racing thing. You imagine yourself as being in his place, because I think I was relatively the same age as that kid, young Anakin in the first one. Then the next 2 very mid, and then when they did the sequel trilogy, holy hell, those are 3 of the worst movies I've ever seen. And still to this day, the third one, or the 7th one, the first one of the sequel trilogy, is the highest grossing domestic movie of all time, which is disgusting to say out loud. What a terrible movie. It's like the Avatar stuff, like the Blue Avatar guys. Nobody knows why people go and see those. Nobody ever says, "Oh, these are good movies because of the story." It's always about the visuals. Nobody has a good reason. All right, just getting an injury update on Dobbins. He's questionable to return, but he's still in the locker room. You might get a lot of Gus Edwards or a whole lot of Justin Herbert here. As the kickoff is a touchback. Kickoff by Tucker. Just talking about J.K. Dobbins as well, about the injury and such. Here we go. Herbert under center. You obviously have Gus Edwards, the tailback. Play action, pump fake, and dumps it down to the fullback. Oh, Fisk is just leveled by Harrison. Good news for Fisk, though, is he's also a big man, so he could absorb that hit. Fisk does not skip leg day. Herbert back under center. Hand off to Edwards and tackled for a loss. And tackle action after the play, but no flag. Luckily for the Ravens. Ooh. Harrison is absolutely untouched into the backfield. The guy who just leveled Fisk. Right back. Herbert in the gun. Lad McConkey in motion into the slot. 4 wide receivers. And back goes Herbert. He's looking that way. Pressured. Delivers a strike to Palmer. I think the Chargers need to do a little bit more of this of the shotgun spread while Dobbins is out. You're missing a big piece of your ground game. Herbert just uses his arm to throw that one. Guy's an animal. Great catch by Palmer, keeping his feet in bounds. 1st and 10 for the Chargers, who need some points here. Ravens are moving. And handoff. That's Haskins for a gain of 3. 2.5. Justin Herbert, they're showing his numbers across the board. 2nd in the NFL since 2020 with 10,191 yards and 76 touchdowns. We have 3 wide receivers, single back to the left. Herbert in the gun, 2nd and 7. Play action. And Herbert breaks the pocket and runs for a solid gain. We'll bring up 3rd and 2. There is a flag down. That's a hold on Los Angeles. Bradley Bozeman responsible for the penalty. Well, if Bradley Bozeman didn't hold him, Herbert was getting laid out by Van Noy, so it's worth it. Herbert's back again and stands in the pocket and delivers a strike. That's Jalen Reagor again. Jalen Reagor on at least his 3rd team. I know we went to the Vikings after Philly, but he's bounced around a little bit. It'd be nice to see him find a little bit of a home here in Los Angeles. Perfect ball placement. As soon as Reagor's out of his break, the ball's in his hands. Third and 8 after the penalty. Solid gain on 2nd down. Brings up 3rd and manageable here at midfield. Herbert's back and blitzed. He avoids the pressure and delivers to McConkey, who lays down and has a 1st down. Great job. A little bit of footwork in the pocket to avoid the devastating hit. Little shake off. There he goes. Great job by Herbert. Great job by McConkey to find the soft spot in the zone. There's nobody around him. Herbert didn't even see the blitz. He just felt it. Steps to the side and throws it. Great job by Herbert, who's now in the pistol. Bunch formation to the right. And Edwards in motion to the left. Herbert has time. Going to break the pocket and slide down for a short loss. I think they'll give him a 1-yard loss on the play. Guy's a star, man. Herbert is a star. Knicks, Mavericks, Thunder, Warriors on Wednesday. Could be a couple good games there. Herbert in the gun. McConkey in motion. Bunch formation to the right. And pressure. Humphrey's there. And incomplete. Intended for Edwards. Humphrey was in untouched. Good job by Herbert to get the ball away and avoid the sack. He was untouched. Whew. Herbert did land awkwardly on his right shoulder, hoping there's no issues there. Landed on his right shoulder with Humphrey dragging across him. Clean play, very clean play, but just the way he fell. Trips to the right. Disley, solo man to the left. Herbert in the gun. And throws a overthrown, intended for Reagor. And Dicker is on. They're in field goal range. Chargers need this one. This is an important field goal by Dicker. They all are, but this one especially. You need to stay within a one possession game, pending a Ravens touchdown. Here we go. Dicker's on. 52-yard attempt, same as the last one, and he absolutely drills it. Ravens 17, Chargers 16. 4:08 to go in the third quarter. So we go to commercial break. Great job by Dicker. 2 52-yard field goals. I don't remember what the other one was, but it was shorter. That first one he hit. So 52-yarder. And where's the other one? 42. So it wasn't that much shorter, but still. Dicker 3 for 3 on the day. In a league which has seen tons of bad kicker play, Dicker and Tucker are both perfect on the day. Herbert 17 to 24 for $175, also has 17 on the ground. Dobbins, that's a big miss right now for the Chargers. 6 carries for 40 yards before that injury. McConkey having a nice game, 4 for 60. Herbert spreading the ball around pretty well. A lot of options there. We were worried for the Chargers after they traded away Keenan Allen and they let Mike Williams walk. Thought they wouldn't have much in terms of offensive firepower, but it seems like they have a nice little group here. Obviously McConkey and Palmer, but Quentin Johnston's another one who's a solid player. Just hasn't had any catches. Only 1 target on the day. Getting a lot of attention from. Thought we were done with the political ads. Come on, guys. Election's over. Political ads can stop. We got 4. Well, I guess we'll have to do 2 years from now, where we do the 2026 Senate and all that stuff. Come on, just let us be. I know nobody cares about people's fantasy. I'm up by 3.32, 0.32. I have Ladd McConkey. He has Derrick Henry and Mark Andrews. So I know I'm screwed, but it's funny to see how close it is right now. In this same league, this exact same one, my team put up 218 last week. And now it's 130 something. Ridiculous. And kick is out of bounds, out of the back of the end zone. John Harbaugh played corner? What the hell? John Harbaugh, Eagles assistant coach from 98 to 07. Obviously, we were all rooting for the Ravens over the 49ers. Nobody wanted Colin Kaepernick to get a ring. John is, they've only had 2 meetings. John is 2-0, obviously the Super Bowl. And pressure in Lamar's face immediately. He dumps a completion over to Mark Andrews. Sorry, Kohler, not Andrews. Immediately, Tart was in his face. Jackson just casually breaks him. Not fair. And he broke him like just so easily. I know it's a 300-pound guy and it's hard to change direction, but Henry on the ground and stopped a yard shy of the first down. Bring up 3rd and 1. Third and 1 and handoff to Henry. No, keeper by Jackson. And stop shy. That will be 4th down. Are they going to go for it again? Holy crap. Absolute great play on the outside by Mac. And here we go again. 4th and 1 from their own 40. And handoff to Henry, who's easily got a first down. And plenty more. Just absolute slapping suckers off him like it's nothing. Good Lord. 27-yard on 4th and 1. I mean, he's just sunning these dudes. I mean, breaking tackles, stiff arm. Stiff arm really didn't work, but neither did the defender's tackle. He just shrugs 22 off like he's not even there. Good Lord. These are grown-ass men he's doing that to. Crazy. It's crazy to see. Great blocking, by the way. Henry went untouched for the first 10 yards. But then he just started bitching grown men. Incredible. Flag down on the play. Short gain for the Ravens. This is absolutely incredible, this guy. It's weird because you see Henry and he runs so casually. Like I compare him to Adrian Peterson because they're both monsters. But Peterson ran like he was so we have a hold on Baltimore and bring the play back, but he 1st and 20. If you remember Adrian Peterson, he used to run like he was like running like a maniac, like a bucking bronco, you know, but Henry's just running so casually and just slapping these kids like it's nothing. I mean, they're men, but he makes them look like kids. Crazy. Henry's incredible. He just looks like he's running so easy, you know? Like, I mean, he's fast. He's not a slow dude, but he just, the way he runs. Back on 1st and 19 goes Jackson. Complete to Wallace. Solid gain. Bring up 2nd and short. Wild to watch Henry. Just enjoy it while he's still playing, guys, because this is like a once in a lifetime type of guy. Crazy. Well, we all thought Trent Richardson was going to be as well, but here we are. 2nd and 4. Jackson under center. Tailback is Henry. Handoff, and he's tackled at the line. That's Ford on the tackle. Chargers have some big, they got a lot of beef on that front line, but these boys can move. These boys have lateral movement that a 300-pounder should not have. Here we go, 3rd and 4. Huge play for the Chargers defense. And play action. Pressure. And that'll be a 4th down and 1 again as the quarter comes to a close. Yes, his knee was down prior to Bateman was able to stretch past the first line, but the first down line, but his knee was down prior. So it'll be 4th and 1 again. Can the Chargers stop him? Or if you're the Ravens, do you actually kick a field goal? Your defense is playing a lot better. Do you trust them to keep the Chargers out of the end zone? That's the question. It's been a fun game so far. Not a ton of scoring. I thought there was going to be quite a bit more, but it's been fun back and forth. Two teams who should be in the playoffs. Ravens still haven't had their bye week yet, which is pretty wild. But we'll see what happens here. But I'd like to see the Chargers make it, maybe do a little damage in the playoffs. The Ravens The Ravens should be there. They're too good not to be. The thing about the AFC playoff picture is that the teams who are currently in, so the Broncos have 7 wins. The next closest is the Dolphins with 5. So you have a 2-game lead. Well, the Broncos haven't had their bye week yet either. But you have a 1.5 game lead on the Dolphins, who are next in line. And the Colts, you have a 2-game lead on them. So we're running out of time here for any of these teams to try and jump up. The Dolphins have a tough matchup against the Packers on Thursday. For my money, I would say that the teams, it's not exactly like a revolutionary thing to say, but the teams who are, this is pretty much what it's going to look like. I don't think the Chiefs have an easy schedule. I don't think we'll see the Bills jump them. Bills Broncos, that'll be a hell of a game in Buffalo. That's a few hours from here. That might be a game to check out if it's I can get the day off. So that could be a ton of fun. And the Eagles, the Lions do have the Bills remaining. And the Eagles' schedule, like from this point, isn't that bad. So they got a shot to jump them. But Eagles, Commanders, Seahawks, Packers, that'd be a fun one. Well, it would be Packers, 49ers. If the 49ers can get healthy. I'd like to see the Bucks, because the Falcons are just so damn boring. A healthy Bucks team's better than the Falcons. So 4th and 1 again, and Henry. That should be a first down with forward progress. Yeah, that'll be first down. He busted through, but then the Chargers pushed him back. So 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions for the Ravens. Just 4th downs all the time. Screw the punts, right? Good for them. They got the team. They built a team that can get these 4th and shorts. 3rd and short, 4th and short. Built the team that way, so you might as well take advantage of it. Derrick Henry, 16 carries for 101. And a little screen out to Flowers. Short gain. Bring up 2nd and 6 with 14 to go in the quarter. The good news for the Chargers is even with a Ravens touchdown, you're still within 1. You'll need the 2-point conversion, but doesn't do or die here. Hand off to Henry, who's got the first down as he crosses the 10, bring up 1st and goal. Ravens are 36 of 46 in touchdown efficiency in the red zone. And handoff to Henry, tackled shy of the 5-yard line. Gain of 3. Bring up 2nd and goal. Jackson in the gun. 4 wide receivers. Henry to his right. And Jackson's pressured, scrambles, and incomplete, nearly picked off. Holden on the coverage. I'll bring up 3rd and goal. 12:36 to go in the quarter. In the game. That was more of a deflection. Wasn't really close to being picked off. Ball was thrown too hard. Great job deflecting that ball out of bounds. 3rd and goal. From the 6.5. Bunch formation to the right. That's Flowers in motion. Back goes Jackson. And throws to the end zone for Mark Andrew. Oh, all incomplete. That looked like a catch. Yeah, I think it's a touchdown here. They changed it on the field to a touchdown. That was kind of weird that he had the catch. I don't know what the ref was seeing there. He's got 2 feet and his ass in bounds. And for some reason the ref waved it off. That was really weird. The Ravens are going to go for 2? What in the hell is happening? And little rollout to the right by Jackson. And throws incomplete. I just what are you doing? There's such a thing as too aggressive. What are you doing? Put the pressure on the Chargers to be forced to make the 2-point conversion. Why do you put the pressure on yourself to do it? Oh, because then we'd be up 2 scores. Yeah, now you're only up 7. What is this? I don't get it. I just sometimes with this stuff. What are you doing, John Harbaugh? It's so stupid. I just don't get it. There's just nothing in me that's going to understand that one. Yeah, I get that they want to be up by 9. I'd like to be up by 25. Like, it's just not in the cards, is it? Force the Chargers to have to do the thing, not yourself. Don't put the pressure on yourself. Anyone ever want to be like, Jesus Christ, what are we doing? Just drive me nuts. It's odd. So stupid. That's going, I'm gonna pop that on there. So in our live stream on Wednesday, I talked about Manders having the being one of the worst, being my worst of the week from the previous week after the Eagles smacked him around. And I put the word pregame in my notes and I forgot what the hell it was about. What is pregame? I'm going to bring it up to the boys on Wednesday, but it was Jaden Daniels warm-up sequence. See. So, Jaden Daniels brings a basketball on the field and he starts dribbling, right? And then he starts doing like hook shots for no reason. Oh, why did they show the video but didn't show the video? It's so stupid. Whatever works for you, I guess. But I'm watching the game and Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit are like, oh, look how he plays like a... My God. Chris Collinsworth is absurd with like the basketball references. It's so irritating. But when you have a guy who brings a basketball... Quick question. Does he have somebody run to Dick's Sporting Goods and grab him a basketball every town he's in? Or does he bring a basketball on the plane? I guess it's probably a private plane. So, you know, maybe he's dribbling while they're in the air. Oh my god, it's so funny. Why? Like, it's not. And the thing is, the thing that's like the stupid part. So if he warmed up by playing Tetris or basketball or yoga, whatever, just don't show me. It's so they were showing it like it was some sort of cool thing. Just let him do it and don't show it because it's so goddamn stupid. Wow. I want to see if I can find the full video because I wasn't able to see. Here you go. This is real. What are you doing? Puzzle thing. There you go. This is how a professional NFL quarterback, and you got this guy who has to sit there and keep throwing it back to him. Oh, for the love of God, what the hell? Let me know in the comments if you think that's cool. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's innovative and here we go. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. We're back. I formation. Gus Edwards single back. Still nothing from J.K. Dobbins. Play action. And Herbert goes to Edwards, who snags it. And that's a big loss. Kyle Hamilton on the tackle. That is a bad start for the Chargers. Herbert kind of just turns and whips it. Edwards sticks his hand out and snags it, but that might be a rush. I couldn't tell if that was backwards or not. And that's a good reason for Edwards to grab it, because you don't know. It could be a fumble. Herbert in the gun. I think you got to spend the rest of your time in the gun here. And play action. Herbert has time. And Dissly makes a little move. Nice gain. Gets a lot of that back. And that's an 11-yard gain. Dissly had a defender in his face and made a nice little shimmy. Grabs a few more yards, so that'll bring up 3rd and 6. 3rd and very manageable after that disastrous first play. Will Dissly's been a nice addition for the Chargers in his first 6 seasons with the Seahawks. In the gun again is Herbert. Palmer in motion. Back he goes. And breaks the pocket. Throws on the run. Incomplete. And there's 2, 3, 4, 5 flags. White on the coverage, who was just traded over from the Rams at the deadline on the penalty. That's 23-16. So the Ravens, with their idiotic 2-point conversion attempt, are in danger of giving up a game-tying drive. Or unless Jim Harbaugh is going to go for the 2-point conversion too. That's possible. So we had 2 offsetting penalties. A pass interference and a holding, which reset the play, so it's 3rd and 6 again. What a clean pocket there. Was a bailout for the Ravens as the penalty, they replayed it. It's very, very weak penalty. 3rd and 6 for the Chargers. And Herbert hit Johnson in the hands, who had a ton of room to work. and incomplete. Wow. He had daylight ahead of him, right in the hands, and Johnston can't haul it in. What a disaster for the Chargers. A bad call on the holding penalty by the refs that bailed the Ravens out, and then just a flat out drop by Johnston. Wow. Is disastrous. You gotta rely on your defense here, LA. That's a rough one. That was a first down and plenty more on that one. Oh boy. Punt away. Out of bounds. Wow. What a disaster. Disastrous drive for the Chargers. Helped out by the Zebras, who got to get in on everything. Wiped out the pass interference penalty by the clear pass interference penalty by the Ravens. Was wiped out by a horrible call on the offensive lineman to offset the penalty. There you go. Pretty weird that just offsets, like, when you refs are always that. We just need to figure out a way, and it's very easy to get these refs in line. Anything should be challengeable. Anything. You think the wind's blowing 6 miles an hour when the clock said when the weather report said it's blowing 7, you can challenge it. Anything. We have the cameras. Anything. That changes the entire outcome of this game. That right there. You bailed John Harbaugh out on the stupid 2-point conversion attempt, and now this defense has to show out here, or this game is over. Incredible. You know what the issue is, though? If everything is challengeable, then the refs can't control the game. Okay? Saquon Barkley, 255 rushing yards, 302 total yards. What a madman. And Lamar Jackson on play action delivers to Andrews, 9-yard gain. A touchdown here by the Ravens will end this stream. And we will see you guys Thursday. Saquon Barkley, 1,392 rushing yards. Derrick Henry, 1,299. Saquon Barkley, 257 receiving yards. Henry to 96, and Henry has 15 touchdowns to Saquon's 12. Those are the two MVP candidates for me right there. Two most valuable players in the NFL. 2nd and 1, and we're obviously going to get a Henry handoff, and stopped. Obviously, we'll get 2 more Henry runs because they'll go for it on 4th again. Third and 1. Two backs, Henry and Ricard. And it'll be a handoff to Henry, who's pushed back and gets the corner and gets the first down. There were two Chargers in the backfield, and Henry still tough guy to bring down. That stiff arm. Not much you can do about that stiff arm, you know. Too much, just too strong, you know. Jackson on a little draw play, gain of 3. Second and 8. 8 minutes to go in the game. Jackson back and delivers it. Strike to Flowers. Bring up 3rd and 2. Third and 2, and handoff to Hill, and breaks it all the way down into the end zone for the touchdown with 7:24 to go. That will do it for us. Ravens, surprised if Chargers come back on that one. Thank you, everyone, for watching. See you guys Thursday for Packers Dolphins Thanksgiving.